What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a very late night video, a supreme special, Trap House Tales Part 3. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Drop a like if you do. As promised, here it is because you guys smashed the like goal on the last one. Thank you all so much once again for that. And don't forget to smash like on this one as well, baby. Hey, annihilate the like button. Fuck it up, dude. Absolutely ruin it, dude. Just destroy this shit. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you do. And also, don't forget to get your hands on your official Goblin merch today, baby. Link is at the top of the description. Cocaine hoodie, we got that. Hoot and Holler Scientist hoodie, we got that. Logo hoodie, we got that. Come shop today. Links in the description, baby. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So, Trap House Tales Part 3. Now, where we left off at the end of Episode 2, we had just gotten down to the house after a hectic-ass day, and we were just getting ready to crack open this pint and smoke a little bit of weed and have our fun, right? And we'd come into this evening, right? And we'd just gotten back to the house, as I stated in the last video, and we were worn the fuck out. The only thing keeping us running all day was gumming coke while we were driving, right? That was the only fucking thing that kept us going all day. But we made it back to the house, and finally Cody's brother left, and it was just us three sitting in the house. And we had just gotten back from the store, right? We went up to Dollar General, and we got some cups and some soda, right? And we came back, and I remember we're sitting downstairs in the first bedroom, what ended up being Josh's room, and we're all sitting in there. And some of you guys might remember this. We did an Instagram live stream. We did a Crackhead Olympics the night I moved into this house. There's probably, I think there was like 700 or 800 of you guys who tuned in. So there was probably, there's probably less than 1,000 of you guys out there that remember this. But for those of you that you guys are real ones. But we went on Instagram Live, and once we went on Instagram Live, we started pouring up, right? So I was on camera, and off camera, we had Josh pouring up. So we bust out the cups, and of course, we didn't measure shit. We're all sitting in the floor on this house, dude. We didn't care about measuring, bro. We just cared about getting fucked up, dude. I had only drank lean like once before this. Josh had never done it, and Cody hadn't done it in fucking ages. So this was an experience for all of us, right? So we have Josh start pouring up. But we realize after he pours his that he has no idea what he's doing, right? He pours like the tiniest little speck of the shit in the cup. And we're like, dude, like, you gotta pour some more than that. So I hand the phone over to Cody, and I start pouring up for everybody, right? And I'm pouring up, and of course we're not measuring, but I gave a generous amount to everybody, and I'm like, all right, dude, here you guys go, right? I pour one for Josh, pour one for Cody, pour one for myself, and I'm sitting there, and we're on Instagram Live, just dicking around. We did the Crackhead Olympics, which, for those guys who don't know, you should follow me on Instagram for this. Occasionally we go live, and we let viewers come on and do really crackhead shit, and then we give them a score out of 10, and whoever is the winner is the gold medalist of the Crackhead Olympics for that day, and they get a follow, you know? It's fun, but Instagram's linked in the description, by the way. But back on topic here. So we used to do that a lot. So we're doing that, we pour it up, and we start sipping, and we've got our blunts pre-rolled to go, you know? So we're smoking up while this is going on, and we hop off Instagram fairly quickly because we kind of get antsy. We want to just, like, chill and enjoy the house, you know? So we hop off Instagram, and I remember we moved upstairs after we hopped off Instagram to the loft, which is the space that ended up being my bedroom / like stream area, right? And we move up to the loft, and it was so, I'm not gonna lie, like, it wasn't depressing at the time. We were so excited, but looking back on it, it was so depressing. We had no furniture. We didn't bring, like, a U-Haul or anything. We literally had no furniture. Like, I remember the next day we had to run out, and I had to get a desk for my PC, a little folding desk that I still have. I got it for, like, 20 bucks at Walmart, and just a bunch of, like, we had nothing. So we go upstairs, and we're sitting on the floor, just on this really harsh carpet, and I laid out a couple blankets, so we're sitting on these blankets, and we're just smoking blunts and sipping our lean and having a beautiful time, and our seal was cracked, and maybe about, 2 hours into us chilling, I really started to feel it, right? I really started to feel it, and I was already tired going into it, but I hit this, like, kind of blissful tiredness, if that makes sense, where I was tired, but it felt like I was, like, already sleeping, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like I was almost getting regenerated when the lean hit me, right? And I remember as soon as it smacked me, I just felt wonderful, bro. And I was hitting the blunt, and I felt like I was on a cloud. And even though I was just laying on one thin blanket on this really rough carpet, I felt amazing. And Cody and I are just sitting there chatting, and we're dicking around about, shit we could do to the house. And we're so hyped, bro. We're just planning shit. We're like, dude, we could redo the carpet up here, and we could make it look crazy. We could make it look really cool. We got way ahead of ourselves, dude. We were subleasing illegally. We can't do any of that. But we got way ahead of ourselves, dude. We were acting like we were going to live here forever, bro. We were like, dude, we could fucking redo the living room and mount a TV in there. That would be sick, you know? And we're planning out all this stuff and getting so hype about it. Meanwhile, Josh, the shit hits him and he passes the fuck out almost immediately. So Josh is like face down sleeping, and Cody and I are just chiefing, dude. We're just smoking some blunts, and we're just like, damn, dude, I can't believe it. Like, we really actually made it to our own crib. Like, this is crazy, right? Yeah, it's not the nicest house. Yeah, this basement is terrifying, and there's only one entrance, and it's a plywood staircase. So if the staircase ever gives, you're gonna have to call 911, and if your phone's dead or upstairs, you're just gonna die, right? But nevertheless, it's still a decent enough crib. Like, for a starter house, we couldn't complain. We had a roof and 4 walls, dude. I'll take it, right? So, we're chilling on the floor, and Cody and I are chatting, and Josh kind of wakes back up after a little while and starts tapping the blunt again with us, right? But Josh is just super out of it and not really talking. But as I mentioned in the last episode, early on, Josh was like still a pretty cool roommate, right? Things didn't really start to get weird with him until a little bit later on into us living here. But that first night after Josh kind of tapped out, it was just me and Cody pouring up and smoking, and we weren't pouring too much, right? Like, we would just pour like a little, probably not even like one fluid out. Like, after it hit us, we would pour the smallest amounts, almost like we were taking like a lean shot, you know? Like a little lean bump, you know? We would just pour these little bits in our drink, you know, and just fuck around just because it tasted good at that point. We were placebo affecting it. We didn't care. We were having a grand old time. We didn't care if we were wasting this shit. Like, so what, bro? We have way bigger concerns, dude. I had to get a bed in this house. We had bills to pay. I didn't care if a couple drops of lean went down the gullet and made no difference. I bought it just to celebrate. It's like buying a bottle of champagne. You didn't buy it to get drunk. You bought it to pop the cap, you know? That's the whole reason. So, either way, we're sitting there and we're sipping, and, you know, it wasn't really a very eventful night. Eventually, everyone kind of dozed off, right? We were all laying on the floor, and eventually everyone just ended up falling asleep on that floor. And I remember I woke up, and I was the first one to wake up the next day, and Cody is, like, passed out in the corner of the room up against the wall. Josh is, like, face down across the room. I'm face down in front of one of the windows, dude. We all just passed out and dispersed, bro. We were in, like, different corners of the room, all just sleeping on the floor, and it was fucking hilarious. But we wake up the next day, right? And we needed that rest so bad. We would have stayed up and gotten more lit, but we were like hollow husks of people following driving for that long after not sleeping much, if at all, even the night before, and like running on pure cocaine fuel. We needed that rest. So we wake up the next day, and I realized, like, oh, we have nothing in this house. We have no food. We have no furniture. We have no internet. Like, we have nothing. And I also realized pretty quickly that, like, oh, these guys don't have jobs, right? I had the luxury of, like, my job comes with me, right? That's a very fortunate thing. But, like, they didn't have that. So what I had to do was I basically covered the first month's rent. I was like, all right, boys, listen, you motherfuckers have 30 days to find a job. Because they didn't have, like, the money to, like, throw down on the security deposit and everything. But I wanted roommates, and I wanted to give my homies the opportunity to move out with me, right? So I was like, listen, I'll cover the whole deposit, but you guys have to have a job by the time round 2 of rent comes up. Both of you. Like, no fucking exceptions, bro. 30 days is ample time to get a job. Lo and behold, didn't happen, but we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that later. So either way, I'm like, 30 days. I'll pay for the first round. They're like, yeah, dude, we appreciate it. Especially Josh. Josh is like, oh, yeah, I'll have a job in no time, right? I'm just going to get transferred to the Burger King down here. And he kept talking about his fucking fast food certification or whatever. He had it, like, framed and set up in his room. He was very proud of his fast food certification. Like, some, like, BK training course where he got a certificate. I don't fucking know. But he flexed it. He flexed it all the time. Almost like it was like a fucking, like, college diploma or some shit. It was a little weird. But back on topic here. So, wake up the next day, and I'm like, Josh, dude, we got to take your car and run up to the store. Like, we have fucking nothing to our name in this house, right? Josh is like, you know, he doesn't want to get up. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck up off your ass. We got to go to the store right now. Cody is out cold. I tried to wake him up. He just mumbles. He's just rah, rah, rah. So I'm like, all right, Cody's fucking slumped, dude. Josh, come on, we got to go. Josh doesn't want to go. So I bump out the Coke, dude. It's like 11 a.m. at this point. I bump out the blow and I take a line. I'm like, Josh, dude, come here. I'll give you a fucking line. Let's go to the store. He gets right the fuck up, comes over, takes a line. Lo and behold, bam, we're on our way to the store, dude. This motherfucker just throws on like a robe and we hop in the car and go to Walmart. So we get to Walmart and we're going through and just buying all sorts of shit that we didn't think about, that we now realize now that we're at the store that we need, right? On paper, when I was coming down there, I was like, oh, dude, we're only going to need fucking food and drinks and like a desk and a chair. No, dude, adulting costs way more fucking money than that. So we go into this Walmart. And Josh is buying some shit for himself, too. He's buying some furniture for his room. Not furniture, but he's buying, like, you know, an inflatable mattress and, like, pillows and things like that. Just a few extra things for his room. He got, like, a PlayStation game for himself. And meanwhile, I'm doing most of the groceries, right? Josh threw some to groceries. This is one of the only times he threw. When we first moved, he threw a little bit, but he, like, ran out of his money pretty quickly and then was just a complete fucking bum. Didn't throw for shit, right? So either way, we're at this Walmart, and Josh threw for groceries. You know, he paid for some of them. I paid the majority, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but, like, he came from, you know, a position working at Burger King to now being unemployed. Meanwhile, my YouTube channel is starting to do really well at this point. Or not starting, it had been doing really well. It was at, like, 160K at this point. But it was, in particular, doing well at this point. So, like, I was comfortable. I didn't feel like I was being taken advantage of, if that makes sense. You know, like, I extended the offer to cover more at first to help the homies out, right? Which obviously ended up biting me in the ass, but once again, we'll get to that later. So either way, we check out of this Walmart, we head back to Josh's car, and we dip the fuck out and go back home. And now that we're home, Cody's up and at 'em too, right? So Cody's awake, I get back inside, I'm like, oh, you finally fucking came too. What's going on, bud? It's time to do some blow now that you're awake. So he gets back, we're all doing some more coke, dude. We're getting fucking lit. And we still don't have shit to do. I remember at this point, Cody had set up his PlayStation, but we still had no internet. And I called the Xfinity guys that day, and it was going to literally be like 5 days before we could even get a guy out, right? And the first appointment, we all got really drunk the night before and slept through it, so I had to reschedule it. That was fucked. But that's like a future episode kind of topic. But either way, back on topic here. So we get back to the house, and Cody's awake now. So we all start doing some blow, right? We're all getting fucking geeked. And I bought a couple groceries. I bought a bunch of stuff to cook without remembering that we didn't have a functioning stove. So, like, I bought, like, fresh ingredients and, like, meats to cook shit, and then realized we do not have a functioning stove. Like, there's no gas. Like, there's no gas that comes to the house, right? So I'm like, holy shit, we can't fucking cook anything, dude. So we ended up just ordering some pizza. We were doing our blow, smoking blunts, you know, just kind of completely wasting our weed, really. We're geeked and then smoking, complete fucking waste. And we order some pizza. And I remember we're sitting upstairs, we place our order with Pizza Hut, and I'm just watching Cody play Grand Theft Auto. We're doing that thing where we trade off the controller and play GTA. And at this point, we're still having the time of our lives. Like, we are freshly moved out, and it was a new feeling to just never have anyone to answer to. To like, yo, if I want to get up at 3 a.m. and smoke 6 blunts and fucking play Grand Theft Auto in my boxers, nobody's gonna tell me no, you know? Or like, hey, if I want to go stand on my porch with my fucking nuts swanging low and just spark up a giant wood at 5 in the morning and let all my neighbors watch, there's nobody who can stop me. That's my choice, you know? It's wonderful. It's a liberating feeling. So everything we did just felt 10 times more fun than it ever actually was. And that lasted for that novelty wore off pretty quick. The honeymoon period of moving out wore off pretty quick. But at first, it was just a joy. It was a blast, right? So we're playing GTA, having the time of our lives, getting geeked. And we order a little bit of pizza, right? Not necessarily because we were all starving, but more so because we didn't really have anything we could actually eat or even, like, drink. I remember I bought, like, some waters, but we didn't actually have any soda or anything. So we ordered some Pizza Hut, and we got a large pizza, and we got a bunch of drinks, dude. I think we spent damn near as much on drinks as we did on the fucking pizza, right? Like, it was that many beverages. But the dude pulls up, and he's got, like a fucking, like, damn near like 10 soda bottles for us, and then just this singular pizza. He's like, damn, dude, you guys drink a bottle per slice. Like, fuck, right? And I me being geeked up, I try to invite the guy in, dude. I'm like, yo, Cody's trying to convince me. He's like, dude, invite the guy in. I'm like, all right, dude. So I go answer the door, and I'm like, yo, dude, you want to fucking come smoke? And he just kind of looks at me. And then he's this old Pizza Hut guy, like very old. Oh, God. I just punched the fuck out of my mic on accident. I like reached over to scratch my shoulder and just beat my mic. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. Bam, bitch! Oh, yo, I might have just broke something. Did you guys hear that snap? Holy, I can't be acting up like that no more. Damn. Hello? Okay, yeah, all right, we're still working. Woohoo, geez, that was almost bad. All right, either way, back on topic here. So I try to invite this pizza guy in, and of course the guy's not down. He just kind of looks at me and smiles, right? And I give him his little tip, and he drives off, right? Run upstairs with the pizza. We're chilling, smacking these sodas, eating this za, right? Having a beautiful time. And we decide it's time to put the cocaine down, right? It was getting to the point where we'd been doing it all day. All we've been doing is blow and gaming. And we were getting kind of sick of it. Oh, God. I just got the worst hiccups ever, dude. What the fuck? Dude, my mic just cracked and now I got hiccups, dude. I think that's Jesus trying to tell me to end the video here, dude. Jesus is trying to warn me if you continue, it's going to get treacherous. So, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like. Get ready for the next episode. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. Smash that fucking like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, my gamers.